Navigating to fast finance reporting and filtering data. This video will take you through the quick steps to navigate to finance reporting within FAST Research so that you can find project fund balances in reports you execute in research administration. You'll also learn about ways that you can filter and review project funds within specific date periods using FAST Research reports. These finance reporting steps are specifically for use by only principal investigators on the project and not for other roles, as only the principal investigator for your project will have access to fund balances information within FAST. If you need more information about project roles and FAST access, please watch the Access Limitations to FAST Research and Errors video by selecting the link here. Let's get started. Here's how you navigate to finance reporting within FAST. First, you'll select Research Administration on the menu to the left of your FAST screen. Then, the screen will refresh, and you'll see two menu options pop up here in the top menu at the far left. Now, you will select one of those options called My Research. From the My Research menu, you'll select Grant Details. On the Grant Details screen, you'll see a Grant drop-down menu. You'll select the down arrow to the right here. That will show all project fund numbers that you have access to in FAST. Now, you'll find the project fund number you are looking for. Then, double-click on it. Once your project fund number is showing in the grant field here, select the green button on the right side of the screen to execute the report. Now, in the My Research screen, you'll take the final step of clicking on the available balance number here. Once the screen refreshes, you've successfully navigated to finance reporting. Now that you know how to navigate to finance reporting, here are some important details about the screens you navigate to within that process. Importantly, you may have noticed you will not need to memorize your project fund number. In the drop-down menu in the Grant Details screen, you will see all the project fund numbers that you have access to in FAST Research. To access a particular project, you'll choose the corresponding fund number to see details on that project in FAST. For example, if your fund number is 329872, you choose that number here in the Grant drop-down list, and then you select Execute Report. Another thing to note is that when you are in the grant details for the fund, you'll see that the number is in a colored font next to Available Balance. The color of this available balance number has a specific associated meaning and is intended to make you aware of changes in your project fund balances in FAST. It's important to know what the different colors mean as they change throughout your project. When your expenses are getting close to your total grant amount, you'll see the font color change from green to orange. In rare instances, when your expenses are over your total grant amount, you'll see the font color change from orange to red. Now that you know how to navigate to FAST finance reporting, it's time to learn the basics of how to filter dates within your project balance reports. Once you complete the final step to navigate from the My Research screen by selecting the available balance here, FAST Research will bring you into finance reporting where you'll see fund balances for your project. It is important to remember that the fund balances will show the project-to-date numbers as a default when it opens in finance reporting. This means that fund balances will show a cumulative total from the beginning of your project to the current date you are looking at the numbers in FAST. except where project fund balances have a time lag associated with them and have yet to be entered into FAST. As you can see in the first drop-down menu to the left here, you have several options for changing the time parameter for the report that you are seeing on the FAST screen. For example, currently the FAST screen is showing project fund balances for the month of September in 2022. However, say you want to see several months of expenses like January to March 2019. To change the date range for the project funds you are seeing, find Date Range in the menu, then double-click on it. In the Date Range screen, you'll first need to change the fiscal period from to the first month of data you want to start from. Since you want your report to start from January 2019, you'll need to change the September 2022 date to January 2019. To do that, select the magnifying glass icon to the right of the fiscal period from field. Now, you'll find and select January 2019, and you'll see that date come up in the fiscal period from field here. The second step is to go to the fiscal period to field and select the magnifying glass to the right. Since, in this example, you want to see January to March 2019 data, you will select March 2019 as the last month you want to see data up to in the report. Now that you have date values in both fields, select the Execute Report button. FAST Finance Reporting will then calculate and refresh your screen, so you'll now see January to March 2019 project fund balances for your project. Something to be aware of once you've executed a report in the Date Range screen is that you can now change the period time periods directly in the Finance Reporting screen using the Period field here and the To field here. For example, if you now wanted to see only 1 month of expenses, like March 2019 on this screen, you'd only need to change the period drop-down menu here to March 2019. Once you select that option, FAST will load your request, refresh your screen, and now you'll only see project fund balances for the month of March 2019. You can continue to run new reports by changing these two drop-down menus to any combination of periods. But keep in mind that for the options in the period menus, the lowest range that you can filter for is a month. If you want to go back a previous step in FAST research to a specific report you ran, a good tip is to select Return to Document Details and not use backspace. In our example, you could use the Return to Report button to go back to seeing the project fund balances for January to March 2019 from the May 2019 report screen. Now that you've learned about how to navigate FAST Finance Reporting, you can start reviewing project fund balances and creating reports on your own. If you need to remember the steps, you can always come back to this video.